So, welcome here to Sound Quality. This is our second podcast and we have Dominic Jones. Dominic, you're very welcome. And he's here for the Blues Festival in beautiful Monaghan. Tell us, how did you get here? How did you hear about Monaghan? Where did it all start?
Oh, geez, it's a long story, but I was working with a group of lads over at the Glastonbury Piano Bar there, and it was somewhat. There's a good friend of mine, Mark Sheridan. He said he was running a festival over in Cooley, over in County Louth in Dundalk, in a beautiful part of the world. And I went there and had a great weekend, and I ended up saying, look, you know, I'm really enjoying this crack. Do you mind if I stay on for longer? And sure enough, I ended up meeting heads further along the border. And now I have a real affection for these amazing border towns, which are so lively, so full of culture. And it was Benny, good friend Benny McGinnis, who I've worked with at Glastonbury and Electric Picnic. He said, will you come over and host a stage that we're building directly outside the courthouse? It's going to be smack bang in the middle of a town. There's going to be some fantastic people from, you know, all up and down the country, all over the world. The amount of the international acclaim of this, and really enthusiastic people like yourself, your man Jerry as well, who works for the festival, and Laura Hannon. It's been an absolute, it's been a blinding weekend, but you know, there's more to come.
Brilliant. And tell me this, when did you start first? Were you always into music? Were you from...
I've always just sang away to myself there, silly little kind of ditties that come in my head. But it was only really when I kind of realised that I wanted to be able to sing with other people in pubs, in sessions, or on the street, or in little impromptu occasions like this. You kind of say, I want to put some words, put pen to paper, and write songs, and actually sing songs that I can be proud of my own, but hopefully make people laugh, make people think, bring people together, and just, you know, have the crack together.
So this is what it's all about. And the other thing is, do you travel all around? Like, do you go to Germany? What other countries do you go to?
Well, I'm hoping to put just a vehicle on the road as soon as possible, a nice wee van that I can put instruments, costumes, and all of these mad gubbins that you have in the shop, and just in Ireland for now, really, because I was over here over the COVID as well. You know, it was difficult to see that kind of being pulled back, but also it was an amazing opportunity as to realise that we're all creative people and we can have a rest. We don't always have to be at it, and we can sit and think. And then now that things are back opening up again, we can go back at it with meaning, and we can come together again, and we can sing and play music together. You know.
And this was a wonderful weekend here in Monaghan.
For that, indeed.
And of course, we had a big bonus with the weather. But I mean,
that weather was insane,
people that travel from all over the world. I've had loads of people from all over the world in, and of course I'd heard great reports about you. So I was dying to get talking to you and to hear what your thoughts was about the beautiful Monaghan.
Yeah, it's a wonderful town, and I'm really grateful for the amazing hospitality that I've been shared. You know, just as soon as I stepped my foot on the ground, I felt welcome and I felt included. And
you see, you come into Monaghan here as a stranger and you leave as a friend. That's the Monaghan people for you. The other thing is, so if somebody's looking to book you for a gig, how do they get in contact with you?
Sure, have a look on the old social medias. Dominic Jones, it's Jones Last Take there. You probably put a link up there. Just send us a message. Easy enough. You know what I mean? I wouldn't profess to be flying on the social media, so it's not like I'm regularly dealing with all these messages. I would love to be around. I'm a performer in all sorts of senses of the word. I act, I write, and I sing. So, you know, if you want a session going on at your gaff, if you want an impromptu performance, we've got with myself and some friends, we've got plays and material that we've created, you know, whether it be music, whether it be a piece of theatre. We can even tailor make something for whatever crack needs going.
And I heard Electric Picnic, you had them all electric. They were bouncing around.
Oh,
golly. I heard it was a fantastic weekend.
It's some festival, and that whole crew there, the Brutopolis crew. Sometimes you walk into, what I like about Brutopolis is it's everywhere, you know, it's international, it's all over the country, but sometimes you walk into Brutopolis, just like Monaghan, it's like walking into Dundalk sometimes.
Yes.
You see the regular heads of the town and you see they're buzzing, and then you've got people from far and wide coming in and getting involved and feeling welcome and feeling included in the crack.
That's fantastic. Continued success. Thank you so much for popping in. And of course, where does it all happen? It all happens here in Sound Quality Gifts, Monaghan, Ireland.